NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And some room to work.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The Colts are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Kill! 47!
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They just get the play off. Now Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Third and short yardage, Prescott.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hey, 47.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
27.
Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready up.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Here we go, set. 5, 97,
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
38. Hey, green.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one finds Pierce right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He finds him up, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pollard going to try the right side. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
First down throw for Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here on goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're saying what I'm saying. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damone Clark from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 176 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Damone Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback and just...
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Colts look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Swinging this out for Pollard. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Cowboys 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Room here to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 236 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action now. Prescott.
He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's got Pierce.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. And it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation